You got to strip off. The more you take off, the cheaper you ride. All right, one other thing.
Well, in that
when
case,
you're out here, when you're walking around them and messing with them, if you got to go behind them, you want to touch them.
so they know you're there.
Okay? They'll know it's you. Also, if he were to kick me now, he'd hit me more with this, not so much with that. A lot of you are going to think this is safe.
No, it ain't.
This is right in the mouth area. So if you go behind them and going to stay out of harm's way, you really go behind them. All right, ma'am, come on over here.
Now, you know what? When you went behind him and you weren't touching him, he still knew you were there, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Now, see, when I told you about his eyes,
Right. He can see all around.
he can see right here.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
So he knows it's me, and I'm talking to him. And the thing you watch, so here's the thing about these animals, they'll always tell you, if you women would work with us as much as this, we'd be a lot better off. They're going to tell us what they do before you do it. In other words, before he bites, before he kicks, if there's anything like that, he's going to let you know. How does he do it? He tells you with his ears, and he tells you with his tail. Now, his tail will do some things. There's two or three types of swishes. In other words, when you watch his tail work, there's the fly switch. It's just getting stuff off of him because it's biting. Then there's a little bit of irritable swish. He's telling you, you've done something I don't like. And so sometimes they'll warn you right before they kick you. They will always tell you before they bite you. If you watch these ears, so he's going to listen to me all the time, but if you watch these ears and they get like this, so he's looking at his interest is somewhere else. It's not here.
Right.
All right, when he gets mad or upset,
He gonna move that head.
they start doing more in this fashion. Okay?
That's angry.
All right? Just like when we were talking about using his feet out here in the herd, see that horse is walking. Now see that horse walk away from him? Right. Okay? He went to that hip, and what he was telling that horse to do is move. Now what happens if the horse don't move? You may see some ears go back. See, laying the ears back a little bit, telling that to move. See? They talking to each other now, and it's just a matter of whether they cooperate with each other. All right, when you go to get on, what you want to do is take your right hand and reach up to the saddle. Take your left foot, put it up here. Put your right hand right here. You're not going to choke up on me now, are you?
Oh, no.
All right. Now, get your knee as close to the horse as you can. And then 1, 2, 3, if you'll go up and keep your back straight, you'll mount real easy. 1, 2, 3, go. Now you notice how she laid over? Alright, when she laid over, it made it hard. You picked it up because you're not using your legs anymore, you're starting to use your arm. So you want to actually lift your weight with your legs, not your arm. Now remember we talked about posture?
Yes.
Now to get her centered, what we need is a straight line from her heel, her hip, her shoulder, and her ear. Yeah, bring it on back. Now, take her back. See how she's got a little, roll your pelvic just a little. Now look at that. Now look how nice that looks. Okay? Well, that's what you want. Okay? Americans have gotten real sloppy lately. You watch people walk down the street, they're pitiful.
Yeah.
Now, if you go in the service, if you've ever been in the Army or the Navy, they're going to teach you how to walk.
Yep.
And the reason they do that is because I'm going to be carrying 60 pounds of stuff on my back the rest of my life. If I'm all humped over, my back's going to break down and I'm not going to be worth much. So if I got the correct posture, I can carry the weight and stay healthy. That's the reason out here. Now see our legs starting to do this? A lot of beginners do this. We call it curling. Now what happens when you curl, you shorten your base, makes you a lot more top heavy. The best thing you got is keep your legs straight and down to try to balance out your weight. Now I'm bigger at the top than I am at the bottom, so it's more important that my legs stay in the right position. If I don't, if I start doing a lot of this, then I'm going to start doing all this up here. The other thing rookies do is they let their feet do this and end up like they're watching the ball game on television and fall back like this, which means if they fall, they're going to fall off the back of the horse. Okay? Now what I'm going to ask her to do is to put her hands on her thigh, look straight ahead, take a deep breath, and then I'm going to ask the horse to move. Okay?
This ought to be fun.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Sure.
Let's go.
Pick a spot you want to get on that.
Whoa. Don't fall.
What's this whoa for? Seal. You want to try to hold
Posture.
the seal. See how our legs are swinging? That's actually saying stop, go. So she wants to keep them still.
You better pick a
I'm
good
trying
spot.
Now, see what she's starting to do?
Crouch.
Oh, she's,
She's
yeah,
starting
her
to get in that
posture.
fetal position. It's going to mess up her balance. Hey, get your arch back in your back. There you go.
Get
Now,
it
what
back
do you look
right.
at when you ride? What do you look at?
You look
Down
ahead.
the road, just like you do driving that motorcycle, that car.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the ground, you're going to go down.
Go down.
Yep.
We got a saying around here, if you look down, you're going down.
That's right.
Okay?
Have a white ox?
Ma'am?
A white ox? Is that a white ox?
That's a white what?
Cow.
That's a Texas Longhorn. Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
That's Seymour.
She looking up.
Out there.
She's starting to
Let's
see
look it up
something
now.
Her posture has changed.
Oh,
Oh, she's looking up.
okay. Use those thighs. Use those inner thighs and hold on. I'm a bouncing.
All right? The reason you're starting to bounce is because you're starting to tense up.
Yep, you got to relax.
Now, when everybody gets nervous or you get scared, what's the first thing you do?
Tense up.
Well, how do you do it? You hold your breath.
Okay.
That's the reason in every sport, just like my basketball players, I used to get them every time they shot a free throw, what should they do is they shoot.
Hold the breath.
No, ma'am.
Oh,
Breathe.
exhale.
When they release that ball, I want to see that breath go out of them. That way they won't tense up and shoot an air ball. So you want to relax, all right? Just like what she did there when she went, she sucked all that air in and everything drew up in a knot. You don't want to do that. So if you want to try to relax, take what? Deep breaths.
Mm-hmm.
Blow it out.
Posture.
Relax, relax, relax. Breathe.
There we go. She's going to have a baby.
As you notice, here our fingers, very stiff, very nervous. So you want to learn to,
Relax.
now where do you tell when people's nervous? You watch the hands, you watch the jaw, and they'll tell you what's going on with them 90% of the time. Now, if you're a control freak, which she probably is,
Yep.
is one reason she's having some problems here is because she's not in control of nothing.
That's right.
Okay? Now, one thing about this point, and she's done a good job with it because she's got a lot of what? Self-confidence.
That's right.
Now, you want to believe that you can do stuff. In other words, one of the keys, one reason we use these boys so much in therapy and some other stuff is because the first thing you got to believe in when you crawl up here is I can handle it. If you got reservations about yourself, it'll come out so quick. And also, you'll just won't deal with it. So the first thing you got to be able to say to yourself, I'm a little nervous, I'm scared, but I can handle it. I'm used to doing things under pressure, so it's fine. If you do that, you'll be fine. If you keep trying to fool yourself, morning, Phil. If you keep trying to fool yourself about how good you are and how what, then you just end up getting worse and worse. And you're not going to allow the me or the horse. The horse is going to know before I do. Because he can tell by smelling you what you are. In other words, he's got so such sensitivity, he's going to be able to do that. So you can't lie to him. And just like when I ride him, he'll be a different horse than when you ride him. Because he knows.
That's
They're
right.
that smart. Blue, go sit down. See, she's better. One thing we're going to look for and what you want to try to do, when she walks, we're looking at the ground, so when she walks, if she gets relaxed, her hips are going to start walking. They're going to start working with the horse. See her hips with that. There's a little wiggle now. When she first started, she was stiff as a board. All you
Working
girls
girl.
gotta walk down the street and make us turn around and look at you, and that's what you want to do on a horse. Except you want the horse to do the work. You don't have to do the swing yourself. When you first start riding, you're going to go front to back. Okay? When you get relaxed, you're going to go left to right. Now, what's the difference? You're stiff and you're going to move like this. When you relax, his hips are going to push you. And that's where you're going to get the swing. So when you start going left to right, it tells you what? You're starting to work with the horse instead of work against it. Okay? And this is one thing that relaxes you so much is the motion of the animal. There's two places humans go that they've learned to relax and really get the nerves out of them. One is riding a horse, and where's the other one? The beach.
I was gonna say sleep.